Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the 76ers, they've got Joel Embiid. George out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's MP in at the power forward. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. Outside Reid. Rebound by the 76ers. Last time they met was at Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Conley passes to Gobert. Good work there as it goes.
So experienced, so savvy in pick and roll play. Conley putting on a clinic.
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. High arcing shot. No good that time. Excellent D there from Embiid. To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A. I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, B.A., to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And Edwards slams it in.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Maxey passes to MP. Maxey against Conley. Soft touch off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse.
I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plans. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Conley passes to Reid. Back to Conley. All by himself. The pull-up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Edwards, the pass to Conley. Now Gobert. Embiid covers. Back to Conley. Pass to Reid. Rebound by Philadelphia. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Ingles, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. Now here's Gordon.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Reed passes to Ingles. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And, B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
And Minnesota calls time here. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's a fine line between playing with urgency and being out of control. And they cross that line.
You have got to be a low-mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
And here is our race for Rookie of the Year. You can feel the excitement around this group. So much potential. You look at MP. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class. So it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
It's got to be him. In a season where we have a ton of worthy candidates, he has been the most outstanding by far.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Miller, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Pass to MP. Martin outside. Lets it fly. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Dillingham. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Now Ingles. And here's Miller. Clock at 4. Outside, Alexander Walker buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 1. Blocked! Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Martin against Miller. Wing shot on the way, and he nails the jumper. Here's Lowry. Still no points. MP finds Gordon. Back to MP. Will it go? Unable to get that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustments.
MP is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey. Then there's George. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. And the regular season is almost over, Doris. What are you honed in on tonight?
I think, Brian, whether we're talking about pre-All-Star break where things can get a little wonky or maybe the start of the season, to me, the best teams, regardless of the time of the year it is, they are focused on staying true to their habits and remaining competitively tough. Because I don't care if you're playing guys outside the rotation that are normal. Those guys have got to bring great effort. The standard should be met nightly regardless of the circumstance. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He had 22 points in addition to scoring strong on the glass with 5 rebounds, too. And he was clearly the best player on the floor, doing everything he could. Can he get it done again? We'll see, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Here's Dillingham. Yet to see a basket. Back to Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia.
We got shirts, free shirts. Who wants them? Get up and make some noise.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Sixers. Looking now at some numbers. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot blocker.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
76ers trail by 11. It's Martin on the wing. Pass to MP. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. MP's got his second basket on the night. Now Edwards. 10 points for him. Offensive rebound. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
First free throw is good. Dillingham was the sixth man during his lone college season, Grant. And he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
You know, you have to recognize the chance to push it, and they did. Great pass to get the ball behind the defense and an easy 2 points on the board.
Edwards looking it over. 4 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
On the court for Minnesota, Conley and Ant are one of the two. Jaden McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Conley passes to Gobert. And here's Conley. No made baskets yet. And the shot goes in.
There are very few players who run screen and roll action as well as Mike Conley. Put the ball in his hands and knows something good's going to happen.
George passes to MP. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Free throw good, MP. And both free throws good for MP. Minnesota leading by 6. Conley passes to McDaniels. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Pass to Reid. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. Goes up at the elbow. That one a little long. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Kelly Oubre Jr. entered this league as a dynamic athlete, excellent in the open floor. But give this young man credit. He's worked hard to develop the perimeter game that's absolutely critical to success.
First one falls. Ingles, he's checked in for Reid. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Gobert. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Ingles, no good. Now Philadelphia with it. And George with the basket on the assist by Oubre. Oubre's got 3 assists in the game. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. They've led by as many as 11. It's McDaniels on the wing. Over Oubre. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Now here's McDaniels. Still without a bucket. Conley passes to Ingles. Just 5 on the clock. Takes it inside. From deep. By Conley. That one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That three-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. MP, the pass to Embiid. Stolen by Conley. Knocked loose. Oubre with a steal. Down low. MP. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Now McDaniels. Takes a 13-footer. That shot off the mark. The 76ers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And yep, it's good. MP's got 8 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Conley. Now here's Alexander Walker. 7 points in the game. Ingles against MP. Clock at 6. Back to Alexander Walker. The 3 is up. Kept alive by Minnesota. Hangs in the air. And Reed with a lay-in. He's got 6.
I love that kind of energy from Naz Reid. You don't give up on a play.
Back to MP. Pass to Jackson. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Outside, Ingles. Stolen by MP. Here's Bona. Reed defending. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Minnesota ball. Substitution on the court.
Outside Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second.
Kelly Oubre picks one up. And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one. And he drops the first.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
He does not get the second one. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Edwards. They've got Eric Gordon. Caleb Martin out there with MP. Then it's Kyle Lowry. And it's Oubre in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
That is an absolute dive from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
Inside, here's Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists in the game.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Now here's McDaniels. Reed finds McDaniels. Second shot opportunity. And Reed with the nice bucket inside. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
And the shot goes down.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards takes the contact.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
MP scanning the floor. Lowry right side. Back to MP. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 8. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Some solid defense from Martin.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Shot is good by Gordon.
That is not an easy finish. Had to get that one up and over some very tight defense. Good, strong move.
Here's Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's MP. Out to Lowry. Back to MP. Pass to Oubre. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Oubre against Edwards. McDaniels with it. Four on the clock. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together. And we'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. Maxey passes to MP.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Kicks it to George. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels against Embiid. And it's blocked by Embiid.
And you have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Oubre. 76ers trail by 9. MP, the pass to Embiid. Ooh, Embiid ignores the contact and converts. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're up by 7. 1:19 left to play in the fourth. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. MP, the pass to Embiid. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Gobert inside. Embiid's there. McDaniels inside. George defending. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Conley against Maxey. And there's the lob. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Embiid. Gobert, no good. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Conley with the ball. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everyone.